Hello collectors and welcome to my review of Bandai America's Godzilla 2014 Chibi sets. Each set comes with 2 figures, 1 Godzilla and 1 enemy monster in a different form. Let's see if the sets are worth adding into your collection. First up from set A is Godzilla. This one has a pretty cool neutral pose that makes him look not only intimidating to other enemy kaiju, but it does an awesome job at capturing the pipsqueak trying to take down a big meanie look. I really like this pose. In regards to the sculpt, I have to say Bandai America knocked this guy out of the park. There is a ton of small detailing on him, including his sides, his thighs, his arms, stomach area, the sides of the head, the tail, everywhere. Real thought was put into this figure. For the paint, the main grayish paint on the body, it's very well done, and is blended in very, very nicely with the paint apps on his, say, underside. The eyes look cartoonishly well done, though I think they're a little bit glossy for me. And the mouth, it's a tad bit disappointing, namely the teeth. It kind of looks like somebody just took a paintbrush and did them all in one go. And the webbing here on the mouth, if that's what it's technically called, there's no paint there, and there was on the promo shots for this guy. Overall, this is my favorite figure from both sets. I love this little dude. Also from set A is the Wing Muto, however you say the name. The pose is overall neutral, and it doesn't show much of, well, any action. It's just kind of standing there. The sculpt is very simplistic, not too much detailing. It looks pretty futuristic and pretty sleek. However, there are some wrinkles and ridges on it, such as right here, at the front of the head, and here, the sides of the head, at the back. So it definitely shows that Bandai tried to get in as much detail as they could. The paint is also simplistic with a brown base for the critter, with red-orange arms and what I guess are supposed to be eyes. The spray on the arms, as you can see right here, blends into the brown wonderfully, much better than I expected, though there's no paint apps on the opposite side of the arms here, where the hand area would be. Of note, there is this little hiccup right there, as you can see, on the eye, which is kind of bothersome when looking at it closely. It's not, I tried picking at it, but it kind of looks like a hair got stuck in the paint. Yeah. This is a nice complementary figure for the Godzilla it's packed with. Not my favorite by any means, but it's nice to round off the roster. In set B, we get this little battle damage Godzilla. He's in a pose where he's pumping his fist, and he's sort of looking off to the side. Quite the expressive pose, but some may think it looks a little bit too goofy. Sculpt-wise, this little guy has a lot of detailing, just like the other Godzilla. You can see all of the cracks and ridges on him, and it looks very nicely done. A lot of effort was put into this. Also, along with the nice detailing in the sculpt, you can see that there are a lot of chunks taken out of him, such as right here on the thighs. You can see little parts there. You can see some battle damage here on the tail. And there are some other parts that can be found, such as up here on the head area, and even on the chest. Paint-wise, again, the grays are blended into this figure really well, just like the other Godzilla. Almost seamless, to be perfectly honest with you. The eyes, I think, however, are just a bit too big for this figure, and it just kind of looked weird for me from a head-on view like that. The paint for the mouth, it's pretty simplistic, no real issues to complain about. While I do prefer the other Godzilla overall, this one has a little charm to it that I can't help but love. Also from set B is the 8-legged Muto, however you say it. Again, like the other form, the pose is very basic and it doesn't seem too actiony, which I guess is not something to really complain about. Having a sleek design, there isn't too much detailing in the sculpt itself. Again, there are some ridges here at the front of the head. There are some wrinkles on the side of the head and the back. And also for this particular one, you can see some grooves here on the abdomen. Paint-wise, no real issues can be found. The red-orange on the arms blends in really well with the shoulders, as you can see here. It's a nice spray there. and the eye area is nice and crisp on mine. No issues for me. This is pretty cool in Chibi format. Nice monster to go along with Godzilla, and it does look a bit different. This is my favorite from set B. One thing to note about these 4 figures is that they're actually pretty chunky, and if you have some of the other Bandai America Chibis, then you're going to notice these guys are much bigger. To start off for size comparison, here is set A. And here is set B. So, as you can see, Bandai America sort of upped the size for the new sets, but realistically speaking, they can blend in with the previous Bandai America Chibi releases. So, buy them now, skip, or maybe wait for a sale. I say if you're a fan, get them now. At first, I was a bit hesitant with the in-package shots of them, but the angles they chose to use don't flatter the Godzillas at all. They have nice poses, they're rather big, and the Godzillas, they have some weight to them. I think they blend in nicely with the other set Bandai America released, and they even fit in really well with some of the Bandai Japan SD stuff. If you're a fan, you won't be disappointed with these little ones. I say, if you want them, go get them now.